Howdy, Mystery here. Hey, how are you guys all doing? I hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming to this channel. Thanks for watching. Wow, this guy is just beautiful, pinkish. It's just beautiful right now. But anyway, pinkish blue with some magenta pink in there. Way cool. Anyway. I wanted to talk about this. They had this Project Looking Glass back in like 2000 or something. These I don't know who they are. I don't really care. But they kept on messing with everything. And what this Project Looking Glass would do is it was a technology, and it would look through time into the future. So you could tell what your outcome would be if you did X and Y. What would your outcome be over here? Well, in 2012, they kept on coming down to like a funnel. And it doesn't matter. Whatever they did over here, X and Y, didn't matter. It just came down to the same funnel. So they called that the end of time, or the end of the system, the Armageddon type situation. It wasn't our Armageddon. It was the Great Awakening that was going to happen. That's when this thing started. Just the gates opened, and the higher frequency energies started coming in and gritting into the system, and so the whole planet became a full-blown ascension planet. So that's what's really going on here, and it's just like the final conflict. And it's like two chess players coming together, and two master chess players, and they can both see, 10 moves ahead of them, and then one of them knows that 10 moves away is checkmate. And there's not much you can do about it. All they can do is delay the game, and so that's why they tried all this stuff with vaccinations and viruses and stuff like that, and that was supposed to be very much bigger too. And there's been a lot of work done behind the scenes. Some of us work behind the scenes, gridding the space, holding the space for humanity to evolve. And we can code some frequencies into your system. We're going to get rid of some codes, because I've noticed I've been doing a lot of work, inner child work and stuff, and a lot of stuff came up. I mean, I worked with the shamans a lot, and I cleared a lot of that stuff. I used a bunch of tools, including the recapitulation, where you recapitulate your entire life, and use the breath to release things out of your field. It's all intention. It's all what you put your attention on, because that's all you really are, is your attention. And so whatever you put your attention on and put your intent into can happen. And especially now, because the time is right. It used to be harder way back when these frequencies weren't coming in, but now they are. It's much, much easier. That's why everybody's kind of freaking out. And you might see some false flag things going on and stuff like that, but you got to realize, I think everybody's just getting sick of it. They're getting sick of how the world is, and it's time for a big change, and it's here. And it's just like I say, Project Looking Glass. They came down to that thing. All they're doing is delaying the inevitable. So, and it's really, there is no time. So it's already happened. This has already happened. All we got to do is get everybody caught up to it. And you might see a lot of people believe in the Matrix, like, they're just doing a service for the all in that way. It's no time to get into fear. That is one of the four natural enemies. So fear is very cunning, and it'll come at you from every angle. I just, anyway, opened up a few more Stargates. Stargates are wild, man. They are crazy, and it's like a DMT trip without the DMT. All the DMT's right in here, and you just release that stuff and blast off, and it's cool. And you can actually travel to places. Your consciousness can travel, and so there's also like time travel. That's why you see these things, these Mandela effects and stuff going on, because people have been traveling with their consciousness and cleaning up the timelines. And it's big work. I mean, it's behind the scenes. That's what's really going on. And we're cleaning up the grids and the timelines. And so it's like it never happened. So there's all these things that were done to this place by some intruder races. You might begin to see them soon. But anyway, it's prevalent everywhere. I just want to reach out to those who will listen. You know who you are. We'll bring you forth to us. And if you resonate with this kind of message, then you know who you are. That's great. Give it a thumbs up, you know. I'm just an average guy, but I've been through a lot through my lifetimes, and I've been here a long time. I got trapped in this place, and so. But I want to tell you, I also know this because my higher powers told me this. And Chewbacca's freaking out too. His energy is so intense. He's just, what's going on, Chewie? Huh? He just wants to. I don't know what he wants to do. You're not getting on me. Hey, he's a big dog. He's a good boy. Yes, he's a good boy. Anyway, he's never more than 3 feet away from me, and so he's my constant companion. He protects the place, lets me know if somebody's sneaking around. That's what his job is. He's a healer, so he knows when the energies are kind of freaky. So he's acting a little weird. So's Scooch. Don't get off of me. Okay. Anyway, we had fun. We went to the beach today. What the hell is going on with you, huh? I don't think so. See, he's kind of freaking out. I don't know what it is. I think maybe he's just coming of age and he wants to hump me. I think that's what it is. And he's such a good boy, but he can't do it to me. Sorry. I'm going to have to go find. He's got plenty of girlfriends. He's got one on one side of the beach. He's got one on the other side of the beach. He's got one in the middle. So he knows who they are. And so we've been chasing him all over the beach because the one down there, it's that time of the month for her. He knows. And so he'll cross the entire beach, and guess who gets to chase him? Anyway, such is life. And we have fun, though. But it's been a lot of... went through my birthing canal and stuff like that, and that was intense. That was actually great. I loved cleaning that stuff up. Made me feel a lot better. And releasing a bunch of cords, removing them. You have to... There's a lot of people that talk about cutting cords, but it's not cutting them. You have to remove them by the root ball. You have to actually take them out because there's a root that will grow inside your etheric field, and that's the way some programming can get into your field. And it's important to keep etheric hygiene. So there's certain things we can do to do that. One of the biggest one I've ever used is the recapitulation. And you can start recapitulating. You'll start, if you realize that you start practicing the art of dreaming, you can actually go back to those times that you can't remember in a dream state that you can put yourself into. But you've got to stop the inner dialogue. You got to stop the world. There's no other way. You've got to stop it. And that programming is severe. This fear program especially is down into your bones. And so you've got to go there. You've got to go inside. The warriors the warrior is at home when he's at war, but the war is not outside. It's within. And so you've got to look within, and you've got to look at these programs and these consciousness traps, these consciousness loops that are going on, and we get to clear that out of our field, and then you get to be free. Freedom takes years worth of work. I'm not going to lie to you, it takes years. So you better get started. And if you want to know how, I'll be happy to show you what I've done. We can actually do some light language and some programming into your field and speed up the process, which is actually cool. I've been taught how to do that. We're getting activated right now. I mean, this is big. What I see coming, because I can see. So I see like a 6th harmonic universe coming online soon, because we're shifting up. The harmonic universes are shifting up. So there's going to be a 6th harmonic universe, and that's coming into play now, some kind of diamond grid. And all the systems are being upgraded too. Like, there's massive upgrades. I've been just slammed with solar energy for the past couple months, and it's been quite intense. It's just like crazy solar energy coming in, and it's hitting everybody. I mean, I'm sure they try to mask the sun with these chemtrails and stuff, but give me a break. You know what? The chessboard's already been played, and you know it's checkmate. So, if you just even those beings can go too. I mean, all they have to do is wise up and pick the ascension path, and it's much easier. I mean, you know, when you got source on your side, it's kind of like the Blues Brother. They were on a mission from God, and nothing could stop them. I love that movie, The Blues Brothers. So anyway, they were on a mission from God, and nothing stopped them. And I know it's Super Bowl Sunday, and most of you are watching the game, and I really don't care. I don't even know who's playing. I was too small for football when I was growing up, so I'd get killed. That's okay. Some of you like it, and that's okay too. I kind of like it. I like to watch a good game. Hopefully it's a good game. I really don't know who's playing. I've been working on myself. I work 24. We're working 24/7 on this. We only get like 5 hours of sleep. Although sometimes I'm knocked out, just because my higher self can come in and clean my fields up much faster when I'm sleeping than when I'm awake. I don't know if that makes sense, but I've had wild dreams too. It's just like crazy stuff. So I don't know if anybody else is feeling all this stuff. I sure do, and I know my wife does. So I've been working with her a lot, and I love her so much. She's great. She's a powerhouse. She's a badass, and you know, we felt some way weird energy crossing the border yesterday too, and it was kind of like a breach attempt, breach your fields. And, you know, you got to check for like holographic inserts and stuff like that every single day, maybe twice a day, because you know, you come in contact with some things and some people or whatever, and things can happen and you're not realizing it, but there's certain tools you can use to protect yourself, and shields are one of them. But just awareness is the biggest one. If you're just aware of it, that's the biggest thing, because whatever you're aware of, it's you know, I was kind of trained by the masters of awareness, and you can't see them. They're behind the scenes, and they kept on showing me all these tools we could use and what to watch out for, and what the war is against. It's an inner war. It really is. You've got to go inside and clear it up. And the biggest one is this duality thing. It's just this judgment. There's just no time for it. I've got a rule. It's like no distortions, none. No distortions allowed. And so I've been cleaning up, and that, you know, you got to take into consideration, you've got to grid your whole place too. If you want to change everything, well then change everything. Go through the whole entire house, clean it all up. And I'm working in the garden right now, and we'll move on to this freaking garage, which is chaos. But that's another thing, you know. It's kind of been a predatory place, so we've been hunted, and there's been a lot of things that's happened to humanity, and it's time to put an end to it. So we need you guys to wake up and come join the party, because it's wild, man. It's a good time, and I'm so grateful that everybody's coming. And if you're watching this, then there's a reason you watched it. I hope this could help somebody. If it does, give it a thumbs up, and if you know, leave a comment if you want some coaching or advice. I've been through a lot. Maybe our situations are similar, and I could give you a few tips, and I'm happy to help. I really am. So go ahead and leave it a thumbs up. You leave a comment, subscribe to this channel, and we'll keep the videos coming. I'm not the best at these things, and like I say, I've been cleaning up with stuff, so I got a lot of stuff happening. Do some salt showers and baths, stuff like that. Clean it up. You can even salt your whole entire house. That'll help. That'll clear the energy. Sage, frankincense is what I use. Sage. Down here where I live, we can get sage by the garbage bag full for like $10. So we use a lot of sage. I think we're going to do like a fire ceremony for the full moon. Me and my wifey will put on a fire ceremony. And the full moon is when you start make an intention to clear things out. And so it's a good idea to do that on the full moon. It really does work. It really does help, and you'll see it manifest right before your eyes. In reality, you'll get certain codes coming in that will help you from source, and it's that specific. If you set your intention, and it's in alignment with the source of all creation, what can stop it? Nothing. So just set your intention, and you know, I know everybody's mind is on money, because that's just fear-based. So get rid of that. We can create. A warrior only takes what he needs. That's my theory on it. If I got what I need, what else do I need? You know what I mean? So, with that said, let's create a whole new universe. It's time to assemble a whole new universe and make it what we want it to be. Hope you're with me on that. I could keep talking forever. But I'll end it with that. I already know what to name this video. Just, I know that I was sent here on a mission. And one of those missions was to and I've been here thousands of lifetimes. And so I picked up a lot of distortions to clear. There's a lot. And it's been a lot of work. But it's all good. You know what? If I didn't come in here and pick up those distortions, I wouldn't know how to clear them. And so I can actually clear them for the collective now. And so we're doing a lot of collective work. When I clear, it's full service. So I'm clearing for the all. When I clear my fields, I'm clearing for the earth too. For the whole universe. Universal type guardianship. Because, you know, what else is there? Really, I think this baloney of, you know, working a 9-to-5 job and then getting to retirement and not being able to enjoy your life and then dying, it's a bunch of bullshit. So, I don't know. call it what it is. It's just programming, and it's into your bones. So you got to get into the bones and into the marrow and into the bloodstream and into everything. You've got to look inside and cleanse those organs, cleanse everything. I haven't changed my diet, for crying out loud. I'm burnt eating vegetables, and that's okay. I live right by the ocean. I can go fishing and catch fish and eat like a king. But you know, they've got a face too, and they're my brothers. So once you fall in love with everything, it's hard to eat it. It just is. Plus the fear in the animal, once the way they do it is just, there's so much fear. So you'll get in tune with those energies, and you know, sure, plants have energies too, but they've been raised quite differently, and they know they're raised for food, and they're happy to do it. So it's quite different, especially down here. There's no GMOs allowed, and so there's fresh markets right on the street. You can just go grab fresh vegetables and fruits, and you can eat like a king. If you just pretend like it's meat, can't tell the difference. You know what I mean? My tummy doesn't care, but it does, because it feels better. And you know, why not? And then I know everybody can't do that, and I have only done it for a little while now, so we'll see how it works. But I'm really into it. It's like great. I'm so happy. It's been a beautiful day here. There's lots of people on the beach, but that's okay. We sure have fun here. That's another thing you can do, is you get your feet wet. Go out to the ocean. Walk in the ocean. That'll clear your field like nothing else. It just sucks the density right off of you. And it's great. And another thing I do is a foot bath. Those electronic foot baths, man, those things are great too. You can see the density coming right off of you, and it manifests right into the water. It's kind of gross, but you know what? Whatever you got to do to clear that density, because we've got to focus on the light body. We've got to get that built. Got to get your Merkaba built, and you can study about the Merkaba and stuff like that, and open up your chakras, get them cleansed. I know how to cleanse chakras like nothing else. So, and open up blockages. Once those blocks are opened and your energy starts flowing freely, it's just great. Doesn't hurt anymore. You know, I had a Kundalini awakening too, and it just blew out all my chakras because some of them were blocked. And so I had a chakra blowout. Every single one of them started getting fibromyalgia. That was intense pain. So, you know, you got to kind of be careful with that Kundalini stuff. It's very, very powerful, and it doesn't. That energy is so intense, and it doesn't dissipate ever. So it's got to go somewhere. So if your chakras are blocked and they're not flowing, it's going to leak out and go into your system. And it can cause some pain. It can cause some irreparable damage, actually. So you got to be careful. But you know, we can help you with that too. We've been trained how to help people with clearing blockages in their chakras, which is amazing. That's just amazing work. And we're happy to do it. My wife is just a magical person. And I'll introduce you to her someday. But thanks for watching again. Give it a thumbs up. Can't stay too long because we've got some more work to do. We're going to do some grids. I opened up a goddess Sekhmet gate, and that was just crazy powerful. Holy schmoly. That golden ray energy. See, the reality is made up of scalar standing waves, and so if you know how to program it, you can program your reality, and it's programmed with color, light, and symbols, sound, and so there's certain frequencies we can use, and certain color, and light language is a programming instrument you can use. as soon as you learn how to speak your natural language. It's kind of fun to learn that stuff. My wife is much better than I am, and it's fun to program with it, and you can see the changes right before your eyes. But it takes a little while. So anyway, just be patient. It's going to come. Whether you like it or not, it's coming. Everybody's going to go. So I've been working on it for most of my life. Evolution is like, that is the rule of the Nagwal, is to evolve. And sent here on a mission, I know specifically what that is, and I'll share a little bit more about that later. But thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe.